attitude. This meeting is
Okay.
being live streamed, but so we're on YouTube now, guys. So be on your best behavior.
Okay.
Right. So the gyroscopic instruments are turn coordinator, heading indicator, and attitude indicator. Right. Right. So when you're cruising, right, you gotta make sure that you're not burning too much fuel. Right now, now what you said. You see this fuel gauge right here? The fuel flow is saying 13.3 gallons per hour. When we did our calculations, we calculate for a fuel burn of 10 gallons per hour. So if we continue flying the plane like this, what will happen? We will run out of fuel, right? So you gotta be monitoring that, making sure that you're not burning more fuel than you're supposed to be burning. So how would you fix that? Lean the mixture. So leaning the mixture is changing the fuel air mixture that is going into the engine, right? And automatically this needle starts to go down to 7.6, which is much better. And this red line here, last time I was flying, I used this red line as a marker for my engine gas temperature, right? So when I'm cruising, I want this white needle to be lined up with this red line. And that tells me that yes, the engine gas temperature is at a normal level, right? And the fuel flow is less than 10 gallons per hour. Now, I don't know, it might not work that, like right now we get 7.6, right? In the real plane, you won't get such ideal conditions because this is simulated and the outside atmosphere is set to standard atmospheric pressure and temperature, right? The pause there. Anybody can remember what was the standard atmospheric temperature and pressure?
10, 13.2,
10,
and 15 degrees.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Something good there. That's it right there. So that's what we get right now. So that's why you get such nice conditions. But in the real plane, it won't be so easy. You won't get, I don't think you will get 7.6. So this is a fixed pitch propeller airplane. So you don't have to worry about changing the angle of the prop. But that's another way that you could increase or reduce the fuel flow. Right? You just gotta keep monitoring that. Right. I experienced when I was doing the real flight, I started my descent because one of the things that the instructor is gonna be looking at, right? They want to see where you're gonna start your descent into the airport. Because you can't keep cruising at 6,500 feet and then decide you're going in the traffic pattern. You're gonna be way high. You gotta do a nosedive to get into the traffic pattern. So you gotta start your descent somewhere around boundary. Depending on if you're getting a lot of headwind or tailwind, it will change the position where you start your descent. Right? I remember starting my descent a little bit before I got to the boundary. How about you, Sophie? You remember starting your descent before you got to the boundary or after?
Yeah, I think it was like a minute after. Is it
Minute
right
after.
after?
Right. When I did my flight, I did it right before.
Oh, okay. I
But
remember
you see,
kind of like right after.
right. It all depends on the weather conditions. Because if you get a vicious tailwind, you might have to start it before you get to the boundary. But if you get a headwind, right, it might be better to go a little bit past the boundary. Depending on how fast you're flying. But right now we're flying at what? A 10? Just under 110. as a 107 indicated, and the ground speed is 129 knots. And when you're doing your navigation, your calculations are all based on this value right here, ground speed, right? Not indicated airspeed, right? Ground speed. So right now we got 3.8 nautical miles until we get to the boundary here. So this boundary, right? It took me a while to understand what this really was. You know what this is? This is a time, you know, right? It takes you X amount of time to fly from Barbados to this point. And the only way you could find this point is by using your clock. There is no, they ain't got no buoy down there in the water, or they ain't got no fishing line or anything, so there's nothing there, right? That is a time, right? It took me a while to understand that. And when I finally understood what it was, then it made so much sense. So when you take off, you're gonna be using your clock. You either use this, or you use your watch on your wrist, right? Don't use a cell phone. Cell phone might drop out your hand and fall in the plane, and you're looking for it, and then you're flying off course, and you're flying yourself, and you go from America. You either use your wrist watch, or you use this bottle here. This, use this. Make sure that it's on watch. And press it once to start it, press it a second time to reset it. And this will time you. But if you know, I think the time from Barbados to Tibo is 30 something minutes, 31 minutes, I think it is. Alright, Sophie, 31 minutes.
Yeah, about there.
Yeah. Once you see 31 minutes on this, then you are very close to the boundary or at it. But right now the GPS has switched to the second leg, so I can start my descent now. What I can do to start my descent, I can come here, put in the traffic pattern altitude, and then set the VSA. Press Alt first, and then set the VSA. 500 feet per minute. And notice all arm is there automatically. So if it's there, you don't have to press it. Right? So that means that when the plane gets to 1,500, it will automatically level off. You see me getting the 500 feet per minute descent there. And the first thing that can happen is the plane gets speed up. Now we're doing 120 indicated, and the ground speed has increased to 146. So you see, that is what is really and lexing into descent. When that ground speed up like that, you can find yourself right over the airport at 4,000 feet. Especially if you got tailwind. So you've got, and the instructor, he can be watching to see what decision will you make in terms of descending into the airport. So that's why I would suggest making sure that you descend for the boundary, but check the weather to see what's the best course of action. Because if I keep right now, we're doing 147 ground speed, right? We can be real high over the airport if we descending at 500 feet per minute. So it's either you increase descent rate, or you slow down the airplane by pulling out some of the power. Right? Calm down that ground speed, right? Gunning. Alicia. Sorry that guys, my wife watching some silly show. Right. And this right here is a nice example of track and wing correction. See how the plane kind of at an angle?
Yeah.
They actually fly in this direction, but because the wind causing it to go that way. Listen to the engine. You hear how the engine is trying to struggle? That's because I need to put more fuel. So you're gonna watch when you're descending, you're gonna make sure that you enrich the mixture again to make sure that your RPM don't drop too low. Right? So that's still looking good there, pretty good. And technically, you're not supposed to be flying through clouds, guys. You're flying VFR, so if you enter into the clouds, just remember this is a sim. In reality, you're supposed to avoid clouds at all costs. Right. So we descended to 1,500 feet. If you remember in the navigation question, they always ask you to work out how long does it take to descend from the top of descent to 1,500 feet over the airport. And the reason being, when you're descending, you can't just descend from cruising altitude right down to 0 feet. You'll crash, right? So you gotta descend down to 1,500 feet, which is the traffic pattern over Aurora. And then when you're at 1,500 feet, you will contact. Well, right now you're supposed to be on approach. You're supposed to contact approach and tell approach that we have just crossed the boundary. We did not do that. At this point, you would have contacted St. Lucia approach, and they would tell you, they would give you other traffic information and probably give you a QNH button, and you would reset your altimeter to the right QNH, and they might give you a swap or what's not, and you will have traffic information. And then when you get down to 1,500 feet, you would contact the tower, and you would tell the tower that you are how many ever nautical miles out, requesting permission to enter the traffic pattern for stop landing or for touch and go. Right? And trust me, guys, it looks simple here, but when you're out there, especially for the first couple times, brain is be overloaded with stuff. You gotta make sure that you keep leaning that mixture. You don't want this RPM to go in the red zone, and it will be too hot. And I remember, okay, question again. Anybody remember the color code for these airspeed indicators? What's the yellow range?
I think yellow is that you're nearing the limit for the aircraft, like it's
Near the limit? And the limit is where's the limit?
3 or
30.
something.
Yeah, easy. If you look at the colors, you got a red line here. You don't want to go past that red line. So that was about 162,
No, more like 63.
163. Yeah, close to 65 there. So maybe 63 or 64. So you don't want to cross that as your red line, right? In this yellow art, you don't want to do any fancy maneuvers. So right now we in the yellow art, so you don't want to do no quick turns or anything. You can stress out the airplane if you do anything drastic in this range. The green is a normal operating range, right? And what's the airspeed for the first set of flaps? You want to use 10 knots of flaps. What's the fastest speed that you could be doing?
Eighty knots.
Nah, not 80.
But as long as you're in the white art, you could use flat.
Yeah, you could use flaps anyway. Art, but what's the fastest speed that you could use 10 degrees of flaps? So right now you got 0 degrees. I want to use 10 degrees. So what's the fastest I could be doing before I use 10 degrees? Like right now, we are 130 knots, right? Indicated. Can I use flaps there?
No, I'll
No.
put stress on the aircraft.
And I will match the flaps. So what's the fastest speed I could be doing? 120?
No,
Right, so where's?
but that's the cruising speed.
So where's?
110.
Come on, Sophie, 110. So 110 is the fastest speed. And then the next for 20 degrees. What's the speed for 20 degrees?
I like 80, that's my favorite number.
You guessing.
I heard that.
You can't be guessing, boss.
I'm pretty sure all the rest is white art though. I thought
Yes.
it's 10 degrees for 110 and then everything else you gotta wait to do white art.
Correct. So if you are 80, once you get in white art, you could use the second degree of flaps, and below 80 you could use 30. But though, I don't think you could use 30 degrees above 80 knots. But try the button, see. I do enough for memory. Right. Enough for pause. Right, so we got the airport out there. And this is very similar to the real thing. It's got this mountain right here. So at this point, what I would do is come off a nav and go on heading. And then set my head in. Going this way. It's runway 10, right? Right, Sophie? Right, 1,500 feet. The plane should be leveling off now. And it's not leveling off because it's no longer armed. Right. Was that arm so? Right, turn off the autopilot there. Climb back up to 1,500 feet. So I would have done contact the tower, say, you know, tower, this is Papa Bravo Alpha Whiskey. The fuel must be at 1,500 feet. I'll put my mixture here. Like that. Requesting permission to land for full stop landing. They'll give me my landing clearance, right? And right now I'm the downwind leg, as you over there. They just do the same thing that you're accustomed doing in Barbados, when in the circuit. So 45 degrees to the threshold. Turn onto the base leg. Reduce the speed. Reduce the trim. Make sure I look outside. And then turn onto the final approach. I got 110 there, so I use my first notch of flaps. Let's tell me a little high. Make sure your landing gear down. You're supposed to do all your landing checks, pre-landing checks. Fuel on both, cut off on, flap set. Mixture rich. Lights as necessary, masters on, mics on both. Check your vacuum pump, check the amps to see if battery charging. Make sure all your engine pressure and engine temperature in the green arc. Got fuel. And maintain. A little bit high here. I mean low, sorry. 70 knots. Turn the airplane. Control. The next notch of flaps. I got the airspeed all replaced here with it. So this is a kind of unstable approach here. If this is the real world, I would do a go around. Never do an unstable landing. Clear. Let the airspeed bleed off, bleed off, bleed off, bleed off, bleed off, bleed off. Beautiful landing. Right. Notice when I land, right, guys? You actually hear the stall horn come on, right? No, Derek and them don't teach that, right? Some people is teach that a good landing is when you hear the stall warning horn right before you land. But Derek don't teach that. So do what that man is right. Don't do what I do. This is a simulator. But the point is, if you land, the airplane is take off at 55 knots, right? So that means when you're landing, you gotta be below 55 knots. If you land above 55 knots, what will happen? Exactly, it will bounce because that's the takeoff speed. But even though you do a nice soft landing, the airplane can still want to take off because you're above the takeoff speed. So what you want to do is let the plane bleed off speed so that it's below the takeoff speed, so that when you land, it can't bounce. Because the worst thing is when you land a plane and it bounces and then it take off and then it bounces again, it take off, bounce again. It make it look like an idiot. You have that much they do that plane, right? So you gotta let that speed bleed off. And the way that I was taught is to hold your nose a little bit up, make your eyes go to the horizon, and hold your nose up in the air, the nose so that your nose wheel is up in the air, and you land on the main landing gear. All right. So that was a rough overview of what it is to fly from Barbados to St. Lucia, right? This first leg is about 30 minutes, and the next leg is about, I don't remember the exact, but maybe like 15 minutes or so, or 10 minutes. But you will get exact numbers when you do it. So what we could do, right? We could use this exact flight as an example when we're doing the navigation on the chart, and we could do the tabletop, work out all the different wind speed correction, all that stuff. So you will get an understanding of what you're really doing. Right, guys?
Yeah.
That's it. Right? But remember, this is a time. It's not a spot on the earth, it's time. 30 minutes, you will be at the boundary if you fly at 110 knots and you 172. So you gotta learn how to read that watch. Like it's saying that we was flying out for 16 minutes. So that like take about 15 minutes. 16 minutes. Right, so when you guys want to do this navigation question, there is 12. So we could either do it like, definitely not Sunday.
Free Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon. Right.
Yeah.
What I could do is put it out in chat, see if other people want to join, if that could work. And we could try for Saturday afternoon. Let me. Okay, it might be more like Saturday night though.
Yeah, that's fine too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I just remember I got something to do on Saturday afternoon, so like probably Saturday night after, I think after 6.
After 6, yeah, all right. As long as it ain't done at 8 o'clock, it'll be fun.
Yeah. Right? Alright, so I can put that out in chat and see if everybody else will agree with that. And we will use a chart and probably do a question involving plotting the points for Barbados and for Jonora, and then plotting the track, and then getting the magnetic heading, and getting the ground speed, and getting all that stuff, density, altitude, all of that stuff. Right?
Yeah.
It's practice. Once you practice it, I am amazed at how that stick in my head. And I haven't even done that in so long. But I can still remember. It's 22 questions, I remember. 22 or 23 questions. Right. All right. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks again for everybody that came up. Any questions? Anybody want to ask anything? Any comments? Everybody understand? I think one of the most important things when you cruising, when you flying, is keeping track of this bad boy right here, fuel flow, and making sure that EGT don't get too hot, and just keep checking. Actually, in the one, I don't know if they may fix it, right? But so if you remember this, and Ryan too, when you flying, right? Even though you got the airplane set to nav on the autopilot, this this stupid thing here is keep drifting, boy. It's constantly drifts. So you gotta be checking the compass and then making sure that the compass and the heading indicator saying the same thing because it constantly drifts. Like every 5 minutes, you gotta be resetting this. Remember that, Sophie? Sophie, let you go here.
Just one
Right?
question, Gary.
Yeah.
So, when I know you said you to use the GPS when you're doing the not the GPS, the autopilot when you're doing the cross country.
Uh-huh.
But I also know when you're flying VFR, you can't fly through flow. So how that is work?
Right. If the autopilot sending you to a cloud, right? That's direct. That no catch me there. Let me see if I can get you the journey. If the autopilot sending you to a cloud, what you gotta do is you could either use the autopilot to steer away from the cloud, or you could disengage the autopilot, steer away from the cloud, and then when after you pass the cloud, back on track.
Uh,
Yeah. But whenever you see a cloud, stay away from that cloud.
yeah, all right.
Right? Don't get yourself in a cloud because I don't know if y'all remember that my name boy, the president's son that it was Bush. I think it was Bush's son that had an accident, crashing his seat. He was flying a 172. Is that a Bush or one of them presidents, man? Their son was flying and he got caught up in clouds. And after they did the investigation and stuff, they realized that this man hit the water so hard. He probably thought he was flying straight and he was going down. But clouds have a tendency of really disorienting you if you are not IFR trained. You would think, nah, man, I can handle myself. But let me tell you, boy, when you get a cloud, it's going up from down. They really don't. Now you could be flying straight down at the sea and thinking you're flying up, right? It is messing your head. So you need to stay over them close. When I was flying, I was doing a cross country, but I was with Barrett, so he told me fly through code, right? Because he was right there, so correct any mistakes that I was making. So I get to experience what it feels like. You don't see nothing, and it's just like you gotta be real good at reading instruments because that's the only thing that you can really use as a reference to where you're flying. So even after you get your IFR rating, right? There's a mistake that pilots is making. Pilots is saying, well, I got IFR license, so that means I can fly through bad weather. Yeah? Try that here. So my best thing to do when you got bad weather is stay on the ground here. A license cannot save you. You get hit with a piece of lightning or something, what you gonna do? Pull out your license and say, look, I got IFR license, so this plane can't crash. Ooh. Right? Best thing to do when you got bad weather is stay on the ground. A white pilot told me once, he said, I am old enough to know that I can't do everything that I think I can. Right? That a piece of wisdom there. I never forget that, they said. When you're young, you're sweet, you can do anything. especially when you're a young pilot, start you could do anything. But when you get older and you look back at the things that you was doing when you was young, you say lucky that I alive today, boy. Right? So yeah. If you find some clothes on the flight path, just steer away from them. It's supposed to be a mile ahead or in front of clouds and 1,000 feet above or below. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
3 nautical miles
Three
in
nautical
the day and 5 nautical miles at night.
At night. Well, none of we ain't flying at night, so because they ain't got no night rating at the FTI, so yeah. So yeah. So we can push for Saturday evening then. For the NAV question.
Alright.
Right? So if you want to do some extra preparations, you could plot out the points for BPB and TLPL. You get the track, and then we can continue it from there. Throughout the tabletop. What part specifically is give you trouble, Rashid? Enough?
In now,
Yeah.
I think for me is mostly find the
In
ground
correction?
speed. Yeah, the connection for the ground speed from the indicating their speed. It can get it done. It's just a bit slow.
It's a little dance that you gotta do.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess you could call our session for today.
Send me the link when you guys meet on Saturday too, Carrie.
Okay, no problem. I will send you the link.
Refreshers. Thanks for the session.
Yeah.
It's always helpful.
Yeah, boy, these sessions has helped me too, boy. Just keep stuff in my
Keep you
head.
sharp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, the plane flying, we're going to see if I can finish our license.
Yeah. I gotta contact Stephen and
Yeah.
see
What's the procedure?
what's happening. Yep. And see if Stephen need any help to over the club. So you have some shit on your hands.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Gary.
All right, guys.
Alrighty.
Well,
See you later.
Alright.
Saturday.
Yo.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Yeah, Jesse.
Good night, Jesse.
See you next time. Next time.
Alright,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Ryan there, boy, or
Ryan,
he?
you pretty cool.
Alright, folks.
Ryan, how you doing?
My plane just landed in Lower Graves, man.
I hear you was feeding the pigs there, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Where, Chris, my wife tell you that, huh?
Yes, I know you're a farmer.
Yeah,
You know?
boy. You
Ryan's
kidding
a whole farmer.
The mother minister, farmer, pilot. Yeah. Come on.
Ryan, get it a road. No business.
Them pigs
So that
will
means
smell
it-
me before I smell them.
Yeah. That means you get some ham for Christmas Day. We get my Ryan.
We set,
Party by,
Ryan.
party by Kerry, boy.
We can't wait Ryan get some ham, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Serious though, but you raising pigs to sell at Christmas time, I think.
Yeah.
I had a friend that used to do that, you know, but he used to do chickens, not pigs.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, he
man.
would do chickens.
Wow. I have fed mine this morning, but my dad gave me some scraps there, so I just went and carried up on the farm one time.
Nice.
Yeah, because my farm used to be in St. Thomas, literally on Mount Hillaby, but now this one about 3 minutes, I can walk there, so it's
Nice.
close to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
man. Yeah. We gotta get a pork celebration. Yeah.
When will Carrie get back to the island?
Yeah, for real, man. He got to bring the doubles though. That's the requirement.
Yep, you know. If
Not
they
this.
with doubles, you know what?
we will supply the coke.
Yeah.
Doubles and a coke, man.
I like pepper, but you know, Trinidad, I like pepper over here.
Yeah. And just tell you slight, and slight is be hot, you know.
Yes?
Man tell me slight. I say, all right, slight.
I got
I
to Trinidad.
yeah, even the little kids is eating pepper like nothing, Sophia.
Yeah, boy.
Wow.
The man climatized early, boy.
Boy, I
Little
like
kids
some spicy
eating
food,
pepper.
so.
Huh?
Boy, I like some spicy food, so I really gotta see.
Yeah. I. Man, it's good to see y'all, man.
Yeah, good to see you too,
Nah,
man.
I got dark hair, though. I try to get it to come on, though.
Aye,
Oh, let me see, Mr. Guardian.
Mr.
I ain't
Captain,
see her
man.
here, there in so long.
Sophia, you on the West Coast, so they look bright, boy.
Oh, yep.
You on the West Coast for real?
It look, no, wait. It'll say look right for real.
Brighter than out by me.
Uh-huh. Oh,
You
yeah.
live in St. James?
No, Deadland St. Michael.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, everybody excited to fly again, of course, huh? Oh, they get me crowded now.
Oh,
Boy,
they asked
you know how much people waiting to fly? About
I know.
3 classes of grown school waiting to fly, baby. That plane can get molested. What does it?
Oh, shoot.
All I need is about 10 hours, man. But that give me a high demand.
That plane can be flying 24/7, baby.
Oh, Lord, don't say so.
Oh, they Jamaica fellas. You remember that Jamaica fellas that be flying every day? You know how long they was waiting to finish?
Yeah, it's true though. I met both of them. One I go with the Giselle and so on.
Okay.
Other one was a police, not a police,
Yeah, in the army or something. So.
army or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That fella's
Man.
big, yeah.
You said it big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how big that man is?
I know.
If I get a fight, whatever, will run.
Look, again dark on me. Look, again dark every second out here, man.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, dark too. I
Yeah,
can't
every
saw the sun so high up by Sophie.
Yeah. Sophie in Barbados, man.
You in Canada?
I took an early flight.
Sophie, you're sleeping. Get up, man. You're sleeping.
I know, well, I know 100%. I'm in bed
hope
all
it-
day.
I hope it's not this virus coming through my phone.
You and Carrie's the same thing.
Don't cough on the phone now.
He's actually getting up on my mask because I don't want to catch it.
What an awful. Oh my god.
Ay. My
Oh, boy,
goodness.
It was real sick the other day too, yeah.
So.
I got real sick the other day.
Oh, shoot, for real?
Yeah, boy. I had a fever, headache.
You want to get tested?
Nah, I
Yeah,
didn't
this
get tested. I just assumed that I had COVID.
A lot of people assume. Oh my gosh.
How it is in Trinidad now?
Well, no, it ain't really changed that much, but the country opening, supposed to be open now. I was at the mall. Yeah, and the mall was burst.
Twin City or which mall?
Twin City.
It was Twin City. Was that?
Yeah, the how real people in Twin City,
Whoa.
like normal. But the country coming out to the state of emergency that it was in. But the numbers ain't really changed that much. They're still getting pretty high numbers. Like stabilized.
Normal at some point. So
Wow.
I guess just. There were so many cases in Barbados, though. Lord.
Yeah.
It's like over 6,000 people in home isolation.
Wow.
Like 1,000 people in isolation facilities by the government.
Wow.
So many people positive.
And it's be real strict, like going out and being tested, and I guess they will push the vaccine or not over there.
I got tested probably like 3 times in last week because I was like doing this production with the government, and every minute they send you to get tested to make sure you're negative. Like people
Uh-huh.
going to even dance classes so difficult now. It's just Barbados so like so under COVID.
So you got to have that test before you could go, or is it experiment? Is how so, Sophie, every time?
Yeah, because you perform with other dancers, so they want to make sure you're not making anybody sick. So
Oh,
some people I dancing with this was like the third test or fourth.
Mm.
and this dancing stuff, I guess, open back out. It seemed like a contact type of thing, but not really
Is
contact.
the NCF they were doing like a tribute for Jane Carson, and then they want to do something else. So like becoming a republic. So like in November 20th, I think performances. So
Oh,
the government busy.
right,
Okay.
It's,
right, wow.
I carry a glass me though with the money because I need some money to book my Canadian flight.
Wait, you said no money? They give you no money for that, Sophie? I missed that.
Yeah, they're giving the dancers $300 for this performance. So I'm very glad because they don't usually pay you a cent. They just make you dance for free.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't get nothing for watching on TV?
Nope. Not one cent. I say, Lord, Mr. Matt shouldn't pay me because the Lord know I gotta pay. I gotta find money to, for this flight now.
Yeah.
Wait, like now you mean cross country?
No, I mean, this
In Canada
program I'm
beat.
doing in Canada. Yeah, Ryan, me and Carrie had to pray this through. They had so much opposition. Every
No
time
way.
something else going wrong, I almost lose my scholarship. But the Lord work it out.
Wait. So say I ain't got a clue. So you really got to me and mine invest in scholarship. What are you doing?
This is the law courses I'm doing with this Canadian University in Ottawa. And like I had gotten the scholarship to do it. And then the woman in Barbados like sent an email telling people they didn't want the scholarship anymore. And then like so Brian, the amount of drama that happened around this or like over the last year. But God is good. The Lord will work with everything and I'm leaving January. I'm supposed to be going January 6th for the course. So I just glad I work out.
Wow, nice. Congrats, man. How long is it going to be? Like a 4 year or there's a continuation or how?
No. I'll just be there. Is like a few months, and then they say you can spend the summer. I'll like do an internship or something during the summer. So yeah,
Nice. Sound good, man.
I'm
Very,
looking
very
forward to
good.
it. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
Wow. I look forward to hearing how good it went and stuff, man.
Hope they can finish this PPL
Uh-huh.
before I leave.
That's what I was about to say. That's just what I was about to say.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
I ain't changing any minutes.
Well, I got to teach you at 7 so I can head off here a little bit.
Okay. All right,
Yeah, I
Ryan.
gotta I gotta get ready. I gotta go to church now, so
Okay. All right,
Oh,
Carrie.
yeah.
so I teach you and Kerry going church. Sophie, you got to find something spiritual to do, man.
Apparently, my bed ain't gonna be a special thing I gotta do.
You're going to
Man,
pray.
man.
Let's start praying, man.
That's
Yeah.
very spiritual, Sophie. Wow.
Yeah.
I
Man.
got lots of plans. My
Yeah,
evening class.
Kerry, she's meditating. Don't worry.
I'm meditating. That's what we call it.
Uh,
Yeah. All right.
yeah. All right,
All right, guys.
So
all right,
we'll see
Kerry.
you on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
All right, take
Alrighty.
care. Yeah.
Bye bye.